Okay, guys, we've been studying the EDP, the engineering design process. So what we're going to do now is go through a quick ad puzzle, and I want you to take note in the questions that I've placed in there. I placed 7 questions in there, and assigned a copy to each and every one of you. So let's go through those and answer the questions, and then finish off with the video.
So what is engineering? Engineering is problem solving. Engineers look at the world around them and identify problems that they can solve with new ideas. Engineers are different than scientists. While both try to make the world a better place, scientists conduct experiments to better understand the world. Engineers, on the other hand, create designs to solve the world's problems using skills like math, science, and technology. There are many different types of engineering. Different types of engineers solve different problems in the world. One type of engineering is aerospace engineering. This type of engineer deals with things that interact with the air, things such as airplanes and rocket ships.
All right, guys, name me 2 items aerospace engineers would work on. Okay, the space shuttle's 1. Oh. And then, yes, airplanes are a second.
Biomedical engineering solves problems within our healthcare system. Biomedical engineers can work on a bunch of different things, including creating things like prosthetics or helping with the diagnosis of disease. Chemical engineers.
Okay, class, biomedical engineers are working on a cure for COVID-19. True or false? Yes, true. Good deal.
Engineers are concerned about the process. They use all of their knowledge to help find the most efficient way to create materials or transform energy, such as in the process of making paper.
All right, guys, chemical engineers use dams to create what? River direction changes, clean water, or energy? Yes, based on what we've been told, they find ways to create energy. Good job.
Civil engineers deal with the design, construction, and maintenance of structures and infrastructures. Things like bridges, buildings, and roads. The building you're sitting in right now probably has something to do with a civil engineer.
Name one thing a civil engineer would create. Correct, your school.
Computer and software engineers deal with technology and help solve problems through the use of technology. They're responsible for coding and programming much of the things that we rely on in day-to-day life, things such as our cell phones and computers. Electrical engineers.
All right, guys, name one thing created by a computer or a software engineer. Animation. Good job.
Engineers deal with creating electrical systems. It can be things as small as a device you're watching this on to entire power stations of electricity.
What do electrical engineers create? Somebody said the light bulb. Good deal. And they help improve on things that run on electrical power, correct?
Mechanical engineers create power generating systems. These are mechanical systems that involve lots of different machines and moving parts that make our lives easier. This includes things such as robotics, cars, and elevators. Now that you know a little bit.
Trucks are created by what type of engineer? Civil engineer, aerospace engineer, mechanical engineer, or software engineer? Mechanical engineer, good job.
A little bit about different types of engineering. Let's look at the engineering design process. This is the way that engineers get from their problem to a solution. Step 1 of the engineering design process is identifying the problem that you're trying to solve.
Okay, guys, we're moving forward into the engineering design process. I know you've heard it a tad bit different, okay, where step 1 for them is identify the problem, where we simplify it and say ask, which is pretty much the same thing, because to identify the problem, you got to ask all the right questions.
Not only do we want to know the problem, but we want to know more information about it, like who's experiencing the problem, why they're experiencing this problem, and where and when is this problem occurring. Let's take a look at an example. Our engineering friend Maddie is stuck on one side of the river. It would take hours for her to walk around to the other side of the river. How is she going to get across? Step 2 of the engineering design process is brainstorming ideas. In this section, we want to think about as many ideas as possible and be open-minded to all solutions. In this stage, it's also very important to collaborate with our team members.
All right, guys, as you see there, saying step 2 is brainstorming, and step 2 for us is still going to be very similar. We say imagine how you're going to do it, okay, which is the same as brainstorming, because you're trying to think of all the different possibilities that can go into this project and that can help us get going.
Let's get back to our example. Maddie is now on the brainstorming stage, so she's thinking about all the possible ideas. One example may be a boat, or a bridge, or even a hot air balloon. There's no idea too crazy in the brainstorming stage. Step 3 is designing a solution. In this stage, you need to select one of your ideas or combine multiple from the brainstorming stage, but you need to be realistic. You need to think about materials you'll need, creating a design, and even the cost and safety of the design and the materials you're using.
All right, guys, for us, stage 3 would be the planning stage, but it's still the same, because you're planning based on the type of materials, just like they said, the time and cost, and all the other variables that might go into making this project happen.
Maddie decides to go with the idea of the boat. During the design phase, she'll have to think about the kind of materials and tools that she'll need. She'll have to get a paper and pen to draw out her design, and a ruler to check the measurements. She'll also have to begin to think about safety and how she's going to get these materials when she goes to build. Step 4 of the engineering design process is make a model. This is when you'll use your design and list of materials to make it in real life. Usually engineers will start out with a prototype, which is a smaller, to-scale version of the final design, in order to save materials, money, and protect safety.
All right, guys, once again, for us, at number 4 would be create. This is where you're creating your prototype on a much smaller scale to save time and money, and to try to look and see if there's any drawbacks or flaws that you can detect before you actually go into production. Let's see what else Maddie has done.
Since Maddie needs the design right away, she went right to creating a full-size model of her boat. The 5th and final step of the engineering design process is to test and evaluate. The goal of this step is to see if the design solves the problem identified in step 1. During this stage, engineers will reflect on what went well and what didn't, so they can make changes going forward.
And guys, for us, that would be stage 5, the improve stage. which once again, you're asking the question, what went well, what went okay, and what didn't go so well? And how can we improve on that? What changes do we need to make? Or maybe we need to scrap it and start all over. Or it may be just great, as it is. Let's see what Maddie thought.
Maddie needs to test out her design before she actually uses it. Instead of testing it on herself, which could be dangerous, Maddie decides to use a rock to see if the boat can actually hold some weight. It's okay if your design didn't work the first time. It's important to try again. Engineers go through this process many times until they get a prototype that works. And they go through it even more to get a prototype that's perfect. Keep trying and don't give up. Maddie went back through the engineering design process and noticed a problem in her design. She went back and fixed the model, and now she has a boat that gets her across the river and solves her problem. Thank you for learning about